Prime Minister of Japan Shinzo Abe will be arriving today on a three-day official visit at the invitation of Prime Minister Narendra Modi. At the last summit meeting held in Tokyo, the two prime ministers had agreed to elevate the relationship to special strategic and global partnership. Formal summit will be held on Saturday, and later that day, Prime Minister Modi will escort his Japanese guest to Varanasi, his parliamentary constituency, where a grand welcome awaits the two prime ministers. Hectic preparations have been going on in the holy city on the banks of the Ganga for the past several weeks to honor its VIP visitor. The two prime ministers had signed an agreement to develop Varanasi as a smart city when Prime Minister Modi had visited Japan in August last year, when Shinzo Abe had accompanied the Prime Minister on his tour of the ancient city of Kyoto. This is expected to be discussed during the coming visit. India is ranked as the second biggest recipient of Japanese government-backed yen loans as of fiscal 2013, with a running total of 4.45 trillion yen. And let's go across to our correspondent Amritpal Singh joining us for more on this. Amrit, put this into perspective for us, the significance of Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe's visit to India in terms of taking forward the bilateral ties.
Well, the whole idea of the visit is this is first the 9th annual level summit at the Prime Minister's level. So we have been in a partnership for a while now. I would say that the whole idea of the visit is to sustain the momentum that already exists. When Prime Minister, as you said, the Prime Minister Modi visited Japan last year, they had raised the level to a special strategic and global partnership level. So both sides would be reviewing the progress made in terms of the various aspects of it, the defense security aspect, the strategic aspect, the private investments aspect, the trade aspect. Now, if we break down the visit looking at the economic aspect, finalization of the Shinkansen technology or the bullet train on the Mumbai-Ahmedabad corridor, that 505-kilometer link, which would be one of the first of the 7 high-speed trains that we want to, corridors that we want to introduce. So they could offer a $8.1 billion loan out of a total cost of $14.6 billion, which would be significant. And that would make us the biggest, largest recipient of the overseas development assistance that Japan extends to any other country.
Absolutely.
On the strategic part, India and Japan have been in talks about the US-2 marine reconnaissance amphibian aircraft. We could see these negotiations moving forward. Technology sharing on this aircraft could be considered. The other thing is that economic ties. Economic ties, we have a trade of about $16.3 billion, which is way less than the potential. To give you a sense, it's just 1% of Japan's foreign trade. Now, when the two prime ministers had met the last time, they had agreed to more than double it to about $35 billion over the next 5 years. So they'll be reviewing that, looking at private and public investments and seeing that what course corrections need to be taken, how the Japanese companies can be encouraged to invest here, and essentially use Prime Minister Modi's Make in India scheme and Abenomics of Shinzo Abe to work together and see how that can be given a push, because Japan itself as an economy is struggling. So they would need. Yes.
Yeah. So you've taken us through the key deliverables that both sides could be looking at. Also, the two prime ministers share an unusually close friendship that predates the 2014 Lok Sabha election, because as Chief Minister, Modi had travelled there twice and received a very warm welcome. Then on Twitter also that friendship is quite evident. Just wanted you to tell us about whether you expect that personal chemistry to go up several notches when he comes here and both of them go together to Varanasi.
Yes, that will be an important aspect of the visit of Prime Minister Abe. Remember, when Prime Minister Modi had gone to Japan, in fact, Japan was the first country outside the subcontinent that he chose to visit after becoming Prime Minister. So that's the importance India attaches to the relationship, and he had chosen to begin his visit not from Tokyo, which is the capital, but from Kyoto. And the agreement was signed between Kyoto and Varanasi, which is the Prime Minister's constituency to become twin cities so that the cooperation can take place at the municipal level. And it being Kyoto and Varanasi both being cities of temples, the Ganga Aarti would be would hold a cultural significance.
Right.
We are hearing that the Prime Minister Modi is planning to gift some exclusive Banarsi sarees for Mr. Abe's wife. Now, this gives a sense of the personal equation that the two leaders share. So obviously that plays a role when it comes to giving a boost to the bilateral ties between the two countries.
All right, Amritpal Singh, thanks very much for joining us for the moment and sharing all those details with us.